Hello everyone. Um, I'm going to explain about that distance vector routing algorithm which is there in our part B experiment. So before we'll see about that what is the distance vector routing algorithm in a C program, we'll just see the basic thing how it is going to execute. So later we'll see the demo of how it is going to we are going to write the program and how it is going to execute. So distance vector routing algorithm. So what is mean by basically the distance vector routing algorithm is, we also call it as this is a DVR protocol. Okay, so that requests that a router inform its neighbor to a topology changes periodically. So we also know this protocol or this kind of distance vector routing algorithm is a older ARPANET routing algorithm, or we also call it as Bellman-Ford algorithm. Now, what is the basic definition of this one is, a distance is a measure of number of hops the packet requires to reach the destination. So we have n number of nodes are there, in which node we are going to reach using that shortest path. And also how many number of distance, how much is the distance required, that we are going to find out using this distance vector routing algorithm. Here vector is defined as the distance and direction also. We'll see the next hop router to which the packet is to be forwarded. So it is also known as a Bellman-Ford algorithm. So how it is going to execute this distance vector routing algorithm is, so if we have the many number of nodes and we are going to identify for each node what is the distance of that node, and not only that node should identify, and also it has to inform to the neighboring node also. So in distance vector routing protocol, each node shares its routes in the network only to the neighbors and does not broadcast it. It is not going to broadcast in all the nodes. The whatever the neighboring node which is there, it has to inform what is the cost of that node, what is the distance of that particular node. And whenever any node receives the routing information, it updates its own routing table and inform to its neighbors, so that it can identify which is the easiest way to reach to the destination path. So that is about the distance vector routing algorithm. So here the distance vector routing means the least cost route between any two nodes in the route with minimum distance. Okay, minimum distance. Each node maintains a vector or a table of minimum distances to every node. So each node will maintain a separate tabular column of that particular node and about their neighbor nodes. The table at each node also guides the packets to the desired node by showing the next hop routing. So what is that, which route it is going to hop next routing, that also it will easily identify with the help of that table, in which we can find out what is the minimum or a shortest distance from the source to the destination node. For example, assume that each node has the cities. So we have the different cities. So lines as the roads connecting to them. So that lines is nothing but the roads which you're going to travel from one city to the another city, and in which we are going to find out which is the shortest path between that one city to the another city. The same way it is applicable here also, from one node to the another node, which one we identify it is a source node and which one is a destination node. Between that, which is the minimum shortest distance, that we are going to identify with the help of these distance vector routing algorithm, or also we call it as DVR. Okay, so here so here the Bellman-Ford basic is, each router maintains a distance vector table containing the distance between itself and all the possible destination nodes. So distance is based on the chosen metric or computed using information from the neighbor's distance vector. So it will be kept it in the distance vector router, has an ID and associated with each link connected to your router, and there is a link cost and intermediate hops. So it will also sometimes from the source node to the destination node, directly it will be connected to the neighbor nodes, or through the intermediate node, it will reach to the destination node. So here the distance vector algorithm, a router transmits its distance vector to each of its neighbors in a routing packet. So each router receives and saves the most recently received distance vector from each of its neighbors. A router recalculates its distance vector when it receives a distance vector from a neighbor containing different information than before. And then it will finally find which is the shortest path. It discovers that a link to a neighbor has gone wrong. Whether we just receive the correct link or not, that also it will just identify. And basically, we used to say that Bellman-Ford algorithm means it follow one equation, that is dx of y. So x and y is nothing but source and destination node. Minimum path we are going to find out, that is c of x comma v plus dv of y. And for each node, so here that to the destination node, okay, it belongs to the total number of node in this. So this is the Bellman-Ford equation. So we are going to follow in this way only to find out what is our shortest distance, or here distance vector algorithm. So here let us take one example here. The final distance vector routing tables, how it is going to calculate. For example, as per this tablet column, here we have how many nodes are there? Totally A, B, C, D, E. Totally we have 5 nodes are there. So in each node, you can just see that next to that node only, just created one table. That table is nothing but it will identify what is the cost of that node. Okay. So what is A to A to B, A to C, like that, it will just find out what is the cost of that node. Cost is nothing but between the connection, one line is there. On the line above, some number will be that. That number we call it as it is the cost. Okay, and here A to A, suppose A to A means there is no connectivity within that node itself. That is why it is written 0. And then now A to B. A to B means A to B, what is the line which is connecting to B is, okay, it is 5. So what is the cost of this? 5. And then now A to C. A to C is what? It is 2. Similarly, A to D is what? It is 3. And A to E is how much? A to E directly it is not there, here through the some intermediate node. Now what is the intermediate node they have written? It is through some intermediate node A through C, it is connected to E. So what is the total cost of that? We have to calculate these two also. 2 plus 4, that is why it is written 6. So now similarly, let us take that B's table. B's table again. From B to A, what is the cost? It is 5. B to B, when B to B is, there is no value. If it is not there, we have to write it as 0. Okay. And here, next is B to C. B to C is what? It is 4. And B to D. B to D, we cannot directly reach to this B to D. So B to D is what? Through that some intermediate node, that is A intermediate node. So along with that, what are the path is connected, that cost also we have to connect it. We have to calculate it. That is 5 plus 3, that is equal to 8. And here A is nothing but that is the intermediate node. Similarly, B to E, what is the directly disconnected? So the cost of this one is 3. So same way we can just write it for say table C also, node C also, using this table. So that is A to C, anything is there? A to C, what is the connection? It is 2. And C to B, yes, it is 4. C to C, there is no path, so that is 0. So C to D, it is again connected through this intermediate node called A, that is 2 plus 3 is equal to 5. And C to E is 4. So same way we can just do it for all the tables. Okay, E node also we can write the table, and D node also. It will just, once we have just created this table for individually, and it will share the information to the neighboring nodes. So neighboring node, what it will identify, it will also change its cost of the node to reach the destination path. So now, so using this, first we have to find out here, though it is a to find the shortest path algorithm, and afterwards what it will do, it will just identify which is the shortest path. So for example, suppose if we just say Okay, A to B is the A is the source and B is the destination. So it will just identify what are that node A to B. A to B, what and all will be there. A to B directly I can go like this. So the cost of this between this route is 5. And then how other way I can go A through the C, I can reach to the destination B. That is 2 plus 4 is equal to 6. And also I can reach through this A through C through E. I can just reach to the destination, that is 2 plus 4 plus 3, that is equal to it is 2 plus 4, 6 plus 3 is equal to 9. So in which is the least cost? So that is A to B is the directly when you are connecting, that is the shortest path. So that like that it will just identify. Okay. So how it will do the table in figure or the stable. So each node knows how to reach any other node and the cost. At the beginning, each node knows the cost of itself and its immediate neighbor node. So those node directly connected to it, that is the immediate neighbor node. So we have to assume that each node send a message to the immediate neighbors and find the distance between itself and these neighbors. The distance of any entry that is not a neighbor is marked as infinite. Suppose if it is not connected directly, it is not reachable. For example, if we go back to this, B to D is directly, it is not connected, or D to E, there is no value here. So in which what we have to write it, we have to say it is an infinity. Okay. So like that, if it is within the node itself, there is no path. So for that, we have to say it is 0. But from that node to another node, if there is no path, direct path is not there, then we have to say it is an infinity. So for that, we have written it is a 999. Okay. So initialization of the tables in distance vector routing. So again, as I mentioned here, so next is we have to find out what is that next node. Okay. So A to A is 0. If A to E is direct, there is no direct connection is not there. So that we have to just say it is infinity. So A to C it is 2, A to B is 5, A to D is 3, but A to E is there is no direct connection. Okay, through the intermediate node only. So for that we have to say it is an infinity. So same way we have just first initialize the table. So as per the node with that neighboring node. So here the basic idea is to share the information between the neighbors. The node E does not know the distance about E, but node C does. Because if you have some intermediate node, I don't know about the direct connection, but intermediate node knows what is the distance about the value of E, okay, between their neighbors. So that is why it will share the information to all the neighbor nodes, but wherein it will not broadcast to all the nodes. If node C sharing its routing table with A, node A can also know how to reach node E. On the other hand, node C does not know how to reach node B, but node A does. So in which with the help of that idea, we can easily share the distance to the neighboring nodes. If node A share its routing table with C, then node C can also know how to reach node B. Node A and C are immediate neighbors, can improve their routing tables if they help each other. So basically the distance vector routing algorithm, we have to understand the 3 keys to understand how this algorithm works. Sharing the knowledge about the entire AS, each router shares its knowledge about the entire AS with neighbors. It sends whatever it has. Sharing only with immediate neighbors, each router sends whatever knowledge it has through all its interface. And it shares at regular intervals, sends at fixed intervals. Okay, that is example every 30 seconds or that interval it will just send share the information. So what is the one of the problem which we are facing here is tedious comparing and updating process, slow response to infinite loop problem, huge list to be maintained, because every time it has to keep update. Okay, when A send means it has to share to the neighboring node. Again similarly B node it has to send their table to the neighboring node, like that each has to update the process, then only it will identify what is the least path or else the shortest path. So that is the one of the problem which we are facing in this. Now with this basic idea, will just go, this is what usually we used to do it in our lab also. Let us take one very simple example. And here say this is my 3 node, which we noted as A, B, C. And the cost of the node also, which is mentioned on the line. Now we have to enter the number of node, how many number of node? Okay, that is 3. And we have to enter the record for the root A. From A, what is my route to the another node? So this is nothing but the table which we have seen earlier. A to A, there is no path, so it is 0. A to B, it is 1. A to C also, there is no direct connection, so infinity. So here the infinity, we have just mentioned it is a 999. That will indicate in, okay, in terms of infinity. Similarly for B, enter the record for root B also. B to A1, B to B0, B to C2. Same way C also, C to A, there is no path, so it is 999. C to B, it is 2. C to C is 0. So with this basic idea, we'll just move on to this our software code blocks, and we'll see how it is going to work. So for the further detailed information, if you want, you can just okay, go through this link also. So till now we discussed about basics of distance vector algorithm and how it works. Now we'll move on to the software part. And in C program, how we can just execute the distance vector routing algorithm. So now for that, I think all of you remember the procedure. So before you do it, you have to create one folder on the desktop, which is your USN. For example, as you can see that on the desktop, we can create the USN as 1K17EC015. Whatever the USN you have, that you have to create one folder name. And then on the desktop, you can just see the code blocks. Double click on this. And you have to click on create a new project, and next click on console application, select C program C, go to next, and you have to give some project title. So I will give vector 1. So that should comes under the folder which you have created. For example, in the desktop, your USN folder, within that, under that, the project title will come. The same will appear as a file name with the extension of CBP. Go to next, and it is compiler under GNU GCC compiler. Finish. Now you can appear the screen. Okay. So on here, click on the sources. Main.c will appear. Here the basic template of the program will come, and here only you have to type your program. So now this is the program. Okay, so here you have to just type the program. Now I'll just download or paste the program where we have created the project file. Now here, as you all know that here distance vector routing algorithm, it will find out the, okay, it will just find out the least distance between the source to the destination node. For that, it has to update about the cost of each node to the neighbor nodes. Okay, and it will not broadcast to all. So in which here you can just see the first step is about, as you all know, it is written in C language. It's a printf statement, enter the number of nodes. How many nodes we want to enter. So as per our requirement, we can enter enter our nodes. So it has been given to you in the during the experiment time, what type of node and how it is being connected. Based on that, we have to assign the number of nodes. So here you have to enter the number of nodes. Say for example, number of node is 3, and here that will be considered under n is equal to 3. So here for A to A, what is the cost value, and A to B, A to C, what is the cost value, that we have to find. What is the value that we have to find? This will perform within this for loop. So printf enter the record for root. Okay. So that will repeat for many number of time. In case if the node is not connected with the other node, then we have to consider it as infinity. And here in place of infinity, we have just written as 999. And once we have entered all the details of each node, how many nodes we have entered, after that it will just calculate itself what is the cost of that each node from that particular node to the another node. So that is the other table which we have discussed earlier. The same thing it will perform using this for loop. Okay. So here this for I is equal to 0, I is less than n, I plus plus. So here what it will do is it will check for direct route, and if not it is found, calculate the shortest distance. So directly it is connected, what is that value, that will find out. Or if anything it is connected through some intermediate node, so obviously that two cost also should be added. So that will be the, okay, the cost will be more. So hence it has to find. So what is the shortest distance between the source to the destination node? And similarly, here for I is equal to 0, I is less than n, I plus plus, here this for loop, it will print the finalized distance vector table. So what is the cost of the route? Here it will identify what is my value from one node to the another node, and that once it's calculated, the calculated cost will be appear here. So here, so though here we are not going to entirely conclude it, what is that, and each node will identify what is the cost of the route, in which we can identify what is the, okay, shortest path between the source to the destination. So this will helpful, the cost of the route will helpful to fill the distance vector tabular column. So like this, it will keep on repeat for all the nodes, and it will update for that each node to that another node. What is the cost of that? From that, it will finalize what is the cost of that route. So once it is completed, so what is the next procedure is we have to just save it, and then we have to build, go to build, click on build. So it will just, you can see that below, if any error is there, again you have to rectify the error and you have to just build it. So once you see that 0 error, then go to build and under this run. And here you can see the window to display your input and output. So now we are going to enter the number of nodes. So as we have seen with respect to that example in the previous explanation, now I am just typing 3 and enter. Now what is that A to A? We have to enter A to A. There is within itself, there is no value, so it is 0. Next A to 1 is 1, and A to C there is no connection, so we are, it is considered as infinity, and here in place of infinity we are typing it as 999. Next for that, record for that route B. So from node B to A, what is my value is, it is 1, and B to B is 0, the same node will be considered as 0, and B to C is 2. Now we move on to this third node, C node, C to A, it is, there is no connection, so it is infinity. In place of infinity, 999 we are entering. C to B, it is 2, and next is 0. And now once we enter these details in the first for loop, then the second for loop, it will just calculate, second set of, it will calculate what is the cost of that each node value. So that it will calculate, and it will just display here. So what is my cost? A to via A, it is obviously 0, but A to A itself, it is 0. A to B, what is that? 1, that is direct connection via A, okay, and A to C via B. So some intermediate node is there here. What is the least path? Suppose if this is my source, one is A, another one is B, means in this we'll find out what is the least cost. So similarly for a B node, what is my okay, the cost for B to A, B to B, B to C, and in from this intermediate node will be displayed here. Same way for the another node C also. So like this we can just find out what is the, okay, using this distance vector routing algorithm, which follows the Bellman-Ford algorithm. Okay, with this program is over. Okay, so okay, thank you all. So like this, we can just to perform for the n number of nodes. So it depends upon how the node is connected. Based on that, you can enter the value, and from that we can find out that distance between the source to the destination node. So thank you everyone.